Hi, welcome to the Professor Kev Show. As you can see, everybody Ankush with us. Hello, my friend. Welcome to the show.
Hello, Professor Kev.
So, actually, to come on the show today, you wanted a chance to share about your entrepreneurial journey. So, why don't you talk us through it? Tell us what your experience has been so far.
So basically, since I'm 16, people don't really validate that, and they search for credibility, which I do not have that much right now because I'm 16, and that is why I still need experiences, but I have a drive and an ambition that I want to fulfill, and yeah, I want to do a unicorn startup, and I want to be successful as soon as I can.
So, tell us about your experiences so far. Have you been working on things?
Yeah, definitely. Actually, I have been working on three several things. Like first I worked on Agni, that Agni, that is a desktop and a laptop hybrid. Basically, it has a laptop kind of appearance, but it has components of a desktop so that people can replace the parts and they do not have to get stuck on with the same motherboard and the same CPU. Next, I worked on Netra, which is a AI-based surveillance system. Like basically, in homes, and we have normal security things, but this what it does is it looks outside and it has this camera with AI features so that it if someone comes, it talks with the people and it gets to know the people what they want to do and all, and then they it gives them permission to enter. And lastly, currently I'm working on G1, which is an AI based orchestration layer. Basically it helps businesses like founders and early stage startups build their goal. Like it acts as a co-founder because normally they do not have a co-founder. I wanted to work on this because at first I wanted to open a website agency, but I could not because I did not have that much resources and I did not have someone to build with. Now this will help the founders actually build things. It does things which the founder tells him to do, and it suggests new things that the founder can apply on the business.
So, what advice do you have for someone who wants to be a founder?
Well, for someone who wants to be a founder, it would be like gaining experiences through watching people build, like going to hackathons and buildathons. Like last year, I went to a hackathon and there were so many people I could connect with, and there were some people who I even made friends and I still have contact with. They were really nice, and I could learn what they have, what are their drives and what drives them and what are they currently working on. We had so much fun. So basically we need to gain a lot of experience and then we can always work on things.
Can you talk to me about setbacks? Because unfortunately, when we look at social media, all we see is what you want us to see. Look at me, I founded this, it's amazing, I'm a success. But you don't see the people who started something and 3 months later aren't doing it anymore. So, can you share your advice on how to handle failure or setbacks?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Actually, I believe that in order to get success, we have to deal with failures. Like when I was building this Agni system and the Netra, there was this thing like I was working and working, but I was seeing no results. There were a lot of bugs in my code, and when I tried to, use AI to validate the code, it was not working. It was all broken. At that moment, I felt like, why am I even doing this? I should just leave. So, consistency is the key, and that is the thing which I want to share. If you are not consistent, then you will never be able to get success. So we always have to stay consistent, even if we do not get the success early on. Then that means there is a bigger success which is waiting for us. That is why we are not getting success right now. But we should never like leave the task we are doing.
So, what's your goals for like the next 3 to 5 years? What are you hoping to accomplish?
For the next 3 to 5 years, I'm hoping to this currently I'm working on G1 as I told. So I'm working to scale G1 right now, and I have also applied on Y Combinator. If they fund me, then I can always scale it, and I can even go global. and that is what I want to get in the next 3 to 5 years.
If people want to reach out to you to learn more about what you're working on, maybe to work with you on a project, what's the best way to do that?
To The best way to reach me would be on Instagram, which would be at the rate ANKUSHCO, or they could always reach me on my website, which is anrova.tech, ANROVA.tech.
Awesome. I appreciate you taking a few minutes to call on the show. And as always, thanks for being my friend.